Ladies and gentlemen, you see, the problem with Nigerian youths, the young people in Nigeria, is that what you have in Nigeria is a lost generation. There's nothing that you can really do with the Nigerian young people as a group right now. Like you cannot, if you have an organization, right? It's going to be very hard for you to take the organization to the next level with exclusively Nigerian young people. The young people in Nigeria have no values. They don't have value system. They don't have a loyalty to company. There's no loyalty to a group. There's loyalty to personal growth. You see that a lot. Nigerians have a loyalty to personal growth. Nigerians have a loyalty to financial success, but they don't have loyalty to a group, which is usually one of the things that you need to grow a company or an organization, any society in general. When you talk to a Nigerian person, they usually are so hyper focused on the things that they need to get for themselves that it is hard for you to get consensus around a common cause. It's harder to get consensus around a common cause because they don't see commonality in themselves. They also don't see continuity. Continuity means that apart from the 100 years that you're going to spend here on Earth and your immediate family, things that have happened before you got here, and it's tied to a story. They don't see their lives as part of an episode of a series. They see their life as the mainstay. They see their life as the show, and they are the main character of the show. And not only are they the main character in the show, there's no part one of which they are part two, or there's no part three of which there's something that part two has to give to part three. So when you work with this type of group of people, it's easy to get them motivated with money. That's why a lot of Nigerians, they would get a lot of degrees because they know that if they do get a lot of degrees, they're going to accumulate a lot of wealth or start to accumulate a lot of wealth. And then they also do the same thing for business. They go all in. They have no loyalty to anything else but themselves. And it's hard to build a country. It's hard to build an organization with those people. But the good thing is it was never always like this. This thing that you guys are saying now is fairly recent. It's not in the Nigerian blood. It's something that has gone wrong with the education. There's something gone wrong with the system that has trickled down to the Nigerian person. And I think that with everything that's going on in Nigeria, everybody's trying to firefight. We're trying to fix this and fix that and fix that. And you can see that they're not making any headway. That's because they're refusing to address the root of the problem, which is the center of Nigeria, the young people. It's scattered. It's all over the place. There is need for a reorientation. There is need for a re-education of the people. And a lot of things need to be considered as far as education is concerned. So I personally have started a school. What I'm teaching in this school is a whole bunch of stuff that tends to this particular problem. And I just hope that everybody else, if you have to do things on your own, right, read beyond your personal work, read beyond your personal business, get interested in things that have a bigger impact in your life, but just seem like they could be boring. If you don't read these things, there's a way that your mind works that long term it just decays. And the way that the AI age works, now everything is so interconnected. So if you're reading medicine, you can't alone just be sufficient with medical sciences and medicine. You'd have to read pharmacology. You'd have to read medical law. You now have to read some economics about drugs, and you got to read public policy for pandemic science and all this extra stuff. The same thing with legal. The same thing when you use ChatGPT and all the AI search, you can see that things are so interconnected now that you cannot just mind your own business. It doesn't make sense. Matter of fact, minding your own business gets you nowhere. All the societies that minded their business, they actually got taken over. Why? Because your business is no longer disconnected from other people's business. Learn the way of the world. Learn the way of systems. Learn how systems work. Be interested. Decouple the decay that is going on in your brain and get with me. It's a serious but not a serious podcast. You already know.